Hi everyone, County Executive Mark Hackel. I'm here with Candice Miller, our Public Works Commissioner, and this is a big challenge. I think unprecedented. Many of us have never seen anything quite like this in our lifetime, and I know Candice has been a public official for many years, and as well myself and my experience in law enforcement. So with that challenge, we understand the need for government to kind of stay open and keep their, I guess if you will, operations going, but also understanding that we got to figure out how do we deal with internal issues with our own employees that might be susceptible to this. So there are some challenges, we're making adjustments, but understand this, when it comes to public services, we're there to try to figure out what we do. And when we talk about what goes on with Public Works, Candice has still got to keep her job functioning, right Candice?
Yeah, we actually have our department, we have about 70 people that work here, and we're trying to think about social distancing. We're trying to think about our workforce. We have a continuity in government plan in case anything were to have happened. And so we, of course, prioritize what are our critical functions at the Public Works Department. And for instance, our critical function really is wastewater, right? We do take care of our interceptors. We have to make sure that the sewage keeps flowing. So down at our pump stations, we've got our teams. We actually have sort of segmented them, right? So that the one shift is working and another shift is working. God forbid anything happens, but people have to be able to keep everything flowing there. So we're very practical about this. We're not alarmist at all, but we're very practical about it. We have to make sure that critical infrastructure continues to service the public. One thing I will say about that, please make sure, everybody's buying all these wipes, right? And paper towels and all kinds of paper products. Don't put any of that down your toilet, just toilet paper, okay? That's it. Don't put anything else down there. We're actually already struggling enough with all these wipes. They gum up the works everywhere, so please think about that. But then our other functions here as well. You don't have to come into the office here to do business with us. Everything is pretty much online now, so if you need a soil erosion permit, we can issue that. You can apply online, we can get it to you online. If you're a developer and you need to have your plans reviewed here, you can send your blueprints online. We can look at them electronically and make our comments, etc. So everything that we do here, we're also in the drain business, and we are well aware that whatever is happening with COVID-19, Mother Nature has still got high water here. And so we're working with all of our municipal partners. And we're still out our guys are outside cleaning drains. We feel that as long as they're trying to be safe about what they're doing as far as even being close to one another, we can still operate, right? You got one man in a machine, another guy over here, and they're outside. And so we think that that's a safe environment for them. But we're doing everything that we can, trying to think as smartly as we can about how we protect the health of all of our employees. But again, we are government, and we need to make sure that our essential services continue to go on. And I'm like Mark here. I'll tell you, I've been involved in public service. I hate to date myself here,
just a while.
Yeah, just a while. Thank you. Over 40 years at different levels of government. I have never seen anything like this. It's something that none of us have ever lived through before. I have the world's two most beautiful little granddaughters, I think, if you can forgive me for being a little prejudiced there. But I was just talking to my daughter, and I said, I think our kids are the ones that are going to be most psychologically impacted by this. So I think it's important for us all to try to be as calm as we can, not to have the kids pick up that there's some sort of fear out here. Obviously, we're all trying to do our best. I got a carry out last night from one of my local restaurants. And we all just need to do the best that we can through this, and we are all going to get through it. So I appreciate Mark doing this kind of outreach to the people of Macomb County. It's a great county. We have the best people in the world as far as I'm concerned, all of you, and I mean that so sincerely. I lived here, born and raised my whole life. This is an incredible county, and when the going gets tough, the tough gets going, and that's what we're all doing right now. So thanks for joining us.
And you know what, and you think about the history of this country and the challenges, no matter what the challenges have been, that tends to you go through it, and they're unique, every one of them differently, but they tend to unite us. And I say that because of the work that we're doing. The nonpartisan aspect, no matter what level of government we're working at, we're trying to figure out how do we work together to provide you the service, but understanding, as Candice just mentioned, try to calm the fears. Again, there's no question about it, it's an uncertain time, but we're going to get through this, and we're going to try to figure out how do we do it together. And so with that being said, this public concern where people are out there, trying to buy up all the toilet paper and kind of getting into arguments in some of the stores. It's not necessary. And one of the things I talk about, and I want to make sure people are reassured, if you need information, true information from the people that are the professionals, go to our website, macomb.gov.org, and we got an icon there. And with that, it's COVID-19. When you click on that icon, you're going to get all the information that you need that's practical information. And if you're still uncomfortable, there's something isn't there, we have a hotline. We have a hotline that's available, and again, it's 7 days a week, 8:30 to 5 o'clock, 8:30 in the morning till 5 o'clock at night, 7 days a week. You can call 586-463-3750. That number again, 586-463-3750. You'll get a real person to pick up that line. We're getting a lot of calls, so even if it takes a little while, just please hang on, and we'll try to get you the proper information. So please go to that website or that phone number and use that. We'll try to get you the proper information. In the meantime, rest assured that here in Macomb County, we're working together to try to figure out how do we provide a service, maybe a little bit differently, but continue to make sure that you're getting served properly here in this county.
And think about how we're all going to get through this. Now, some of you know that I have raced sailboats for most of my life. And to tell you the truth, and we all have our personal ways of dealing with challenges, I'm just thinking of this thing like you're in the middle of a hellacious storm, okay? And we're going to have this storm for a while. And so what do you have to do? You have to listen to your captain. You have to take care of your team members, right? Take care of your crew. Everyone has to do their job and take care of the boat. And we're going to get through this. And hey, guess what? Sun's going to come out. Wind's going to die down. The waves are going to get a little calmer. That's just one way that I'm trying to deal with this as well. Just thinking, okay, we just got to get through this. We just got to hunker down here and get through it. Do our thing.
It may take time, but we'll get there. So
Absolutely.
Once again, thanks a lot for listening and again being a part of the solution with us.